A restraining order on you.
Call the police. That's my police.
Knees, shoulders, head, and shoulders, knees,
Here in the
head,
Sparkville apartment
cup.
complex in the middle of the afternoon on Sunday, and after the shots rang out, the gunman didn't appear to be in a hurry to make his getaway.
And I saw a guy walking very casually with a gun in his hand.
By the time police responded, the damage had been done.
When officers arrived, they located a female suffering from apparent gunshot wounds in the parking lot of the establishment. The victim was pronounced deceased here on scene.
In the initial stages of the investigation, police said they didn't feel there was anything random about this shooting. They believed that the victim had been targeted. Police have now identified the victim as 27-year-old Shakia Allen, and court records suggest that in recent months, police had been to her former home on Bayberry Road for multiple domestic disturbances. In late February, police responded to a report that her ex-boyfriend had assaulted her while she was trying to move her things out of the home. When they arrested him the next day, he surrendered a handgun that he had holstered inside his waistband. While police still haven't named a suspect in her murder, just last week a hearing for a protective order involving both parties was dismissed when they both failed to appear in
Yet to
court.
be given to the public. But today on the Family TV, after doing research, we're going to...
Hey! Get the fuck off her, you asshole! Leave her the fuck alone, I'm calling the cops! Come here, girl! Come here!
I'm not sure if you've seen it, but the viral video of Shakia Allen running in the parking lot and her ex-boyfriend chasing her through the parking lot, and then he catches her and fatally unalives her with the gun. Sad that, this happened in broad daylight and she was trying to get away from him. The neighbors, there was a woman on her balcony and she was yelling at him not to do anything to her. It was like, commotion in the parking lot, but that video has been making its rounds on social medias. It's not like an up close and personal video, so you can't really see her face, but they're saying that this is the incident. This is the Parkville incident where Shakia Allen was gunned down, and neighbors caught it on film. Like, he was chasing her through the parking lot. He caught up to her. She was putting up her hands to defend herself and trying to stop him, and she says he's got a gun, and then he shoots her 2 times, and then he walks up on her and shoots her again. She did pass away. Baltimore police say they're still looking for the suspect. They have not released his name or any information on him. They're asking people to call in with information. But they're saying that this was her ex-boyfriend. It's just sad that it had to end this way. She was a mother and, she ended up passing away in this horrific manner.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Tay with the T, and unfortunately I'm going to be bringing you another DV story that ends in someone becoming unalived. Yes, 27-year-old Shakia Allen was chased through the parking lot by her ex-boyfriend, where he basically decides to shoot her 5 times and she becomes unalive. Now let's get into this couple. They work together at Amazon. They live together, and unfortunately there has been multiple domestic violence disputes between them. The last domestic violence call when the police came to the household was February. Now unfortunately these two were going through, I guess, a case where they lived at, and they were supposed to appear in landlord-tenant court, and neither one of them showed up. And then this incident follows right behind. So now I don't know if she was trying to get out of the situation, and that's why she no longer continued to pay the rent at the place, because she wanted to remove herself. Because the last time she tried to remove herself, which was in February, when she tried to attempt to pack her things and leave the residence, then the police had to be called to the establishment. Now, unfortunately, this is becoming a common thing. This young girl didn't even really start her life yet. Unfortunately, she's somebody's daughter as well as somebody's mother. She has so much life ahead of her. To be cut off by someone due to the factors of rejection. When someone no longer wants you, why do we have to get to the fact of unaliving someone? If a person don't want you, they don't want you. But it's bad that you would take their presence from this world. And it's crazy that in domestic violence nowadays, it seems like so many young females are getting shot and killed. Do you understand what I'm saying? The results are not ending good. If you have a chance to get out of these situations where you have to call the police to come in between another person and your safety, then that's when you know it's definitely time to go. Forgiving is not always a good thing because you could end up unalived. Like these situations, it's been multiple stories that I've gotten issue far as reports that I have been coming to the internet to bring light to, where so many young females have lost their life due to the factors of domestic violence. Domestic violence is something that's very active in a time like right now. If you have daughters, if you have sons, you definitely need to tap in to what it is that they possibly could be going through with the person that they with, because you would never want this to be the ending. At the end of the day, a 27-year-old unalived by her boyfriend because she no longer wanted to be with him. And as you can hear on the tape, she clearly says, I have an order of protection against you. Let's get into those order of protections, okay? Because multiple people that I know, myself, has had order of protections. But a lot of people feel like those order of protections don't work. But by the time the police get to the scene, this be the outcome. So you feel, okay, I had this order in place, but it did not keep this person away from me. It did not save me no grace. The only thing I did was go and put my name and another person's name down on a piece of paper, thinking that I was letting someone know I was in fear for my life so I can get help. But that's not the case. What help is given in these situations? By the time it gets noted, the person has already been unalive. Like that means she worked with this man. She slept with this man. She had no outs. Do you understand? Everywhere she was at is where he was at. Do you understand? Which is sad because even if you're in a relationship, everybody needs their own time in their own space. You cannot suffocate a person to the point that they are no longer themselves. That makes a person unhappy. This family had to witness their loved one getting unalived on where the world seen it. The world seen that young girl's last words and her last actions, her last moments. And for her last moments to have to end that way, like I said, this girl is a mother. Her child can always go and replay the instance of when her life changed. And not for the good. This is sad. I have daughters, 3 of them, and I've took in multiple. I would never want this to be the case that I have to plan a funeral for one of my girls because they no longer decided to be in a relationship with a male that they decided to be with. The same way I decide to be with you is the same way I should be able to decide not to be with you. It should not have to come or have to come at the cost of me losing my life. And then guns are so pow-pows are so on hand these days. It's like everybody got one. And they're not even using them in situations to defend themselves. They're using them against people that they supposed to love and care for. These last couple of weeks, I don't know what's in the air, but it's definitely not fair. It's not. Another coward takes a female's life. For what reason? What reason? What reason? There's no reason a person could give if they're not in a situation of defending themselves where another person is trying to hurt them, that you should even pull out of in a situation when you arguing with somebody that you care about. Even though I get into an argument with someone that I care about, I would never pull out in the situation This is not somebody on the street. This is somebody that I love, somebody I say I love. So why would I bring something of that nature into our situation? Just because we're having a disagreement, what could have ever made him chase her into that parking lot like that? Like she was prey and he was chasing lunch. The world had to see this girl's last moments. And this is crazy. This is crazy, okay? And it's happening every day at an all-time high. Anyway, as details unveil, I watched the family TV live last night because you know he be on it. So I'm going to put a little cut of his video in here. I'm pretty sure you've seen it if you got this far, where he actually posted a picture of the ex-boyfriend, which the news outlets or the police did not have. So I'll be basically posting a portion of his video in my video, so that way y'all can get a description of this man and this woman can get the justice. What, she would never get the justice. She's unalived. Like, what justice do you get for your, like, being unalived? There is no justice for that. I'm so pissed off. Like, anyway, this is your girl Latte. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep your girl alive. Make sure you share. Get this information out there. Let the world know that domestic violence is very real. If you can save someone, or if you in a situation where you need to be saved, there is places where you young ladies can go, or outlets where you can seek help. If you need a number, Tay got a number for you. 1-800-621-HOPE. That is the telephone number to the Safe Horizon hotline. You don't need anything other than yourself. Anything else they will help and make sure that you get. Their whole concern is getting you to safety, not on a maybe. It doesn't matter if you have money, ID, clothing, none of that matters. If you're able to leave where you at and get to a safe point for them to retrieve you, then please call that number if you in need to. 1-800-621-HOPE. Once again, that is the Safe Horizon hotline. The first question they ask you when you call them is, do you feel safe? You go from there. Anyway, this is your girl Tay, and I am out. This is disgraceful.
La 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 lattes were a.